Hello students, as in the last lecture, we saw the type number 3 and also we completed the type number 3, and I hope you all understood the type number 1, 2 as well as the third type. As I told, there is one more sum in the type number 3 where we have to find the missing frequency. Instead of finding Q1, Q2 or Q3, here we have to find the missing frequency, and here you will have the value of q1, q2, q3. With respect to that, you have to find the missing number. So let's see some few example based on the missing frequency. So here it says that it is known that the median of the distribution is 120 rupees. So it is clearly mentioned that median of the distribution is 120. So what do you mean by median? Median means what? Here median central, it is known as Q2. Yes or no? Median and central, it is known as Q2. So with respect to the first sentence, we come to the conclusion that for this sum, we have the value of Q2 is equals to 120. As we have the value of Q2, so of course we have to apply the formula of Q2. Only yes or no? So what is the formula for Q2? It is L plus 2n upon 4 minus CF, yes or no, into H upon F. You can write this H upon F this side also, and in place of 2n upon 4 you can write n upon 2 also. Okay, as this all things I had explained in the last video lecture. So from the first sentence we got the idea that here for this sum we have the value of Q2, okay, which is equals to 120. So if we have the value of Q2, then of course for this sum we have to apply the formula of Q2 only. Suppose in the question if it says that Q1 is 120, so you have to apply the Q1 formula. So with respect to that, you will find your missing frequency. As for this sum, we have Q2. So with respect to this, with respect to Q2 formula, now we'll find missing frequency. Suppose in the question if it says that Q3 is 120, so you will apply Q3 formula, and with respect to Q3 formula you will find your missing frequency. So it's all depend on the value which is given. If it is given Q1, so you will apply Q1 formula. If it is given Q2, you will apply Q2 formula. If it is given Q3, you will apply Q3 formula. So here we have Q2 equals to 120. Find the missing frequency. So here we have the missing frequency, and the following is the data of pocket expenditure. So the first one is what? Expenditure per week, and the second row is what? Number of students. So the following is the data of pocket expenditure per week of how many students are there? 50. So here the total number of student is what? 50. So here we have one more value which is total number of student. So here number of student is what? The second row. First row is expenditure per week. Second row is what? Number of student. So second row is known as what? Frequency. So here can I say, here we have one more value in this question, that is n equals to 50. So see to it that whenever you come across where you have to find the missing frequency, so you must require the value of n in the question, value of n, value of n as well as q1, q2 or else q3. Out of these three we must require one value. Okay, with the help of n and with the help of out of these three we can find our missing frequency. Okay, without knowing the value of n and q, what else? We cannot able to find our missing frequency. Okay, so whenever we have to find the missing frequency, we require the total frequency as well as the quartile. Okay, so now let's begin with the solution part. So your expenditure per week, here will write number of student. So here we have the class which is in grouped 0 to 50, 50 to 100, 100 to 150, 150 to 200, and 200 to 250. And here we have 7. Okay, here we don't have anything, so here we have 15, then the frequency missing, and here it is 3. So here we'll take, let the frequency of class 50 to 100 be A, yeah, X, whatever you want you can take, and 150 to 200, here we can take B. It is on you. If you want take Y, you can. Okay, so your first step here will write what, the frequency let the frequency of class 50 to 100 be A, and that of 150 to 200 be B. You can consider X and Y also. Okay, so your first row is what, class, and the second row is the frequency. And clearly we can see the class is continuous. If the class is continuous, so we can apply the formula Q1, Q2, Q3 formula. Yes or no? If the class is not continuous, so we have to make the class continuous. As per the rule, we know that the first is class, second is frequency, and here we have to increase one more column, that is cumulative frequency less than. It is compulsory whenever you have to find any quartiles, whether it is Q1, Q2, Q3, or if it is given Q1, Q2, Q3. If you have to find quartiles, or else if quartiles are given. So here the third column is cumulative frequency less than. Okay, so we all know that how to find the cumulative frequency. So first one will be same as it is. Now goes on adding the number. So 7 plus A, it will be 7 plus A. Then 7 plus A plus 15. So number we can add, yes or no. So 15 plus 7, it is 22, and this plus A will be as it is. The next 22 plus A plus B. So it will be 22 plus A plus B. Yes or no? And the final step, 22 plus 3, it will be 25, and this A plus B will be same as it is. Okay, understood? So here when you will add this part, of course the n will be same here which we got, that will be 25 plus A plus B. Okay, I hope you all understood. So the first step will be what, you will take the missing frequency as A and B, or else X and Y. You will increase the cumulative frequency column, then goes on adding. Okay, so here total n will be what, 25 plus A plus B. Okay, so now as clearly we can see that in this question, here we have two given values. One is for median, so here we can write, here we have median value. Yes or no? Median value. So median, it is known as here what, second quartiles, which is equals to 120. And here we have one more value which is 50 students. So here number of students are what, 50. So here number of students means what, it is a frequency column. Yes or no? So this is known as what, total frequency. So for total frequency we consider capital N. So total frequency here we have 50. So whenever, see to that, whenever we have to find the missing frequency, we require this two value. Without this true value, we cannot able to find our missing frequency. So whenever you have to find the missing frequency, see to that we must require the total frequency it should be given in the question, as well as the value of q2. So this two value you have to guess from the question where it is. So here, from here we got the median value, and from here we got the total frequency value. Okay, so now I guess you all understood till here. Now we'll move on to the next step. Here we know that n equals to, it is 25 plus a plus b, yes or no? But we have the given value of n, that is the ready-made value, which is given in the question, and we got from the question after reading the question, that is total number of students we have 50. So in place of n we'll write 50, so it will be equals to 25 plus a plus b, yes or no? So after this we'll shift this 25 to the left hand side. So your 50 plus 25 will be what? 25 equals to a plus b. So here we can say that that is, here we got one equation, a plus b equals to 25. As for this question, actually we have to find what? We have to find the value of a and b, that also individual value, like a equals to 3, b equals to 4, like that individual value. Here after solving this part, we got a equation, and clearly we can see that the equation which we got, it is a linear equation. Why it is a linear equation? Because the power of the variable, clearly we can see that it is 1, and here we have two different variable. So the equation which we got here, it is a linear equation in two variable. Okay, so for this question we have to find the individual answer. So here we did not got the individual answer. Instead of the individual answer, here we got one equation, so we'll give this equation as equation number 1. So somewhere we will require the value of this equation number 1. Okay, so we'll see that part afterwards. Okay, so here after solving this section, after solving this table, we got n, and from the question we got the value of q2 and n, as n equals to 25 plus a plus b. As in the question the total frequency is 50, so in place of n I replace that n by 50. So here we got one equation. Okay, so now as we know that the median value, that is q2, is 120. Okay, and we have, of course, if we have the value of q2, so of course we have to apply the formula of q2 only, yes or no? So q2 will be equals to what? L plus, yes or no, 2n upon 4 minus cf into h upon f. As we have the value of q2, so of course we have to apply the formula of q2 only. Suppose in this question if we get the value of q1, so you will apply q1 formula. If in this question if they say that you have the value of q3, so you will apply the q3 formula. For now we have q2, so we'll apply the formula of q2 only. Okay, so q2, here we have 120, so in place of q2 we can write 120. What about l, n, cf, h and f? We require this all the values, and we know that how to find this all the values, yes or no? What we used to do, we used to find first this 2n upon 4, with respect to that we used to get the value, yes or no? But here the technique is different. We can find the answer directly, as we know that as you will get f, your left hand side will be l, bottom will be l, n, and in the cross you will get what? Cf. Okay, so now we require this f, median frequency. Okay, so now we'll see how to find. As we know that q2 is 120, and in the last video lecture I had explained how to guess whether the answer it is right or wrong. Okay, as here 120 is there, so we'll check 120 lies where. It lies where? It lies between 100 to 150. So if it lies between 100 to 150, so of course the f, it has to be what? 15. So here this will be what? L. Okay, so in the cross this will be what? CF. And the bottom n will be what? As already we have the value of n. Okay, as I had explained in the last video lecture also, after getting the value we can guess whether the answer it is right or wrong. So this should lies between that two class. Yes or no? As 120 here clearly we can see that it lies between 100 to 150. So of course our lower limit for Q2 L, the value of L will be what? 100. Okay, so without using this 2n upon 4, okay, then after that we used to do what? We used to check in cumulative frequency where does it lies. Okay, so whenever we have to find the missing frequency, no need of doing this all things, just simply check the value of Q2 where does it lies, as now it lies in 100 to 150 class. So here we'll write the median class, the median class Q2 lies between Q2 lies between 100 to 150. Okay, so if it lies between 100 to 150, so of course the value of L will be what? 100, F will be what? 15, CF will be what? 7 plus A, or A plus 7 you can write. Okay, and N is what? As we have the direct value of N, see to that which value you will put here, as here we have two values of N. Okay, so you will put this value, as it is clearly mentioned this N is what? It is known as total frequency, as here clearly mentioned that 50 students are there. So number of student, this column is known as what? Frequency column. So total number of frequency already it is mentioned in the question, that is 50. So see to it that after writing the formula, when you will substitute the value of N, you have to substitute the value of the given frequency, not this frequency, unknown frequency, missing frequency. Okay, so here see to it that you will write 50, and we require the value of H also. So H, clearly we can see that the difference is what? Of 50. Yes or no? 250 minus 200, yeah, 200 minus 150, 250 minus 200. In from everywhere, in every case, we can see that we are getting H as 50. Okay. So now after this, simply what you have to do? Replace all the values. Okay. So Q2 is what? 120. L is what? 100. Okay. 2 into N is what? 50 upon 4. Note that here you will put the actual total frequency which is given in the question, not this frequency, unknown frequency. The known frequency only you will put here. Okay, minus CF is what? 7 plus A. Now here we have two numbers and here we have minus sign, so this CF part will write inside the bracket, because when you will bracket open with this minus, so the symbol will change. If suppose here we have only one number, single term, so no need of writing this bracket, as here we have two terms, so we'll write inside the bracket, because in the next step when you will bracket open with this part, you will get this symbol minus. And if you don't write, okay, this term inside the bracket, so you will end up with getting a wrong answer of A. See to it that CF value, if we have more than one value, if we have single value, so directly we can write that number. If you have more than one value, see to it that you write inside the bracket, because in the next step when you will bracket open with this minus, the symbol will change. Okay, so note down all the points. The first one, N, you will put the actual value which is given. CF value you will write inside the bracket for every sum. If you have two terms, see to that you will write always the value of CF inside the bracket only. Okay, so your H is what, 50, and F is what, 15. Okay, so now after this what we have to do? So here, can I shift this 100 directly to this side? Yes, because this whole section is together. This whole part is together. This is separate. And here the connection is what, plus. Okay, so here we have this whole section together. Here we have 100. Okay, and here the connection is plus. So we can shift the number. So in the next step, this 120, this 100, it will come to the left hand side. So this will be minus 100. So here we have 2 into 50 upon 4 minus bracket open. So here you will get minus 7 minus a into 50 upon 15. So 120 minus 100, you will get 20. Yes or no? So here this will be what? 2 ones are, 2 twos are 4, 2 ones are 2 25s are. So here we left with 25 minus 7 minus a into 50 upon 15. So in the next step, here we have multiplication, yes or no? So we can shift this 15 to the left hand side, and this 50 will come down, as your relation is what, a multiplication, yes or no? So here we left with 25 minus 7 minus a. So 25 minus 7, it is 18 minus a. I hope you all understood the step, what exactly I am doing. Okay, so if you have any doubt, just watch the video 2-3 times. Okay, so your doubt will be clear. So what I did here in the first step, after replacing all the values, I shifted this 100 to the left hand side. Then this calculation part, cancellation, bracket open with this minus. So here we left with 25 minus 7 minus a and multiply by 50 upon 15. So we know that here multiplication symbol is there. So we can shift this 15 to the numerator and 50 to the denominator. This 25 minus 7 will be what, 18. I hope you all might be knowing this basic calculations, yes or no? As this all things it was there in the lower standard. Crossing, cancellation, bracket open. Okay, so we'll move on now. Okay, so here clearly we can see that here we can cancel this number. So this will be 5 threes are 5 tens are 10 ones are 10 twos are. So 2 threes are 6 equals to 18 minus a. So here we will get the value of a, yes or no? So we'll shift this a to the left hand side. So this will be 18 minus 6. So 18 minus 6 is what, 12. So therefore here we got the value of a as 12. As per the rule of the question, we require the value of the missing frequency. As for the first one, the missing frequency it was a. For the second one, the missing frequency was b. So in short, in simple language, indirectly we have to find the individual value of a and b. So here we got the first value of a as 12. Now simply we have to find the second value. To find the second value, you will substitute the value of a in the equation number 1. So we'll substitute a equals to 12 in equation number 1. So what is the equation number 1? A plus b equals to 25. So therefore a is what, 12, plus b is what we have to find, equals to 25. So therefore b equals to 25 minus 12. So therefore b will be equals to what, 25 minus 12 is what, 13. So here we got both the individual answer of missing frequency. One is 12 and second is 13. We can check in this sum also whether the answer is right or wrong. Simply take the value of a and b, substitute here and check whether you are getting the right hand side or not. So value of A is what? 12, and value of B is what? 13. So 12 plus 13, it is what? 25. Or else the second method is what? Replace the value of A here by 12 and B by 13, add up and see. You must get the total frequency as 50. Understood? Okay, so in the last step, in the conclusion, you can write, so in the last step you can write the conclusion as, hence the frequency of class 50 to 100 is 12, and the frequency of class 150 to 200 is 13. So in this way you can present your sum in the exam. Okay, I hope you all understood how to frame, how to present your sum, and see to that whenever you have to find the missing frequency, you must have the two given values, one quartile and one the total frequency. Without knowing this two value, we cannot able to find our answer. Okay, so from where you will get this two answer? From the given data. So you have to read and understand the question. From there itself only you will come to know where the value of quartiles and the total frequency is there. Now simply the change will be what in the question? In place of median, sometimes they will give Q1, sometimes they will give Q2, sometimes they will give Q3. As for this sum, we took Q2. Yes or no? The same sum actually it is there in the exercise. It is your seventh sum. I guess it is your seventh sum of the first exercise. Okay. So the same sum actually it is there in the exercise. So see to that sometime in the exam, the change will be what? In place of median, they will say that Q1 is given, or sometimes they will give Q3 is given. Okay, so if Q1 is given, so here for this sum you will apply Q1 formula. With respect to Q1 formula, you will find the missing frequency. Suppose Q3 is given, so you will apply Q3 formula, and with respect to that you will find your missing frequency. Understood? And just simply check whatever the value it is given, you have to check that value it lies in which class. From there you will come to know the lower limit is what, the frequency is what, the CF is what. Understood? I hope you all understood all the concept of type number 1, 2, 3, as well as I told in the type number 3 there is one more sum where we have to find the missing frequency. Okay, so now take down one more sum. So you have to try this sum by yourself. Okay, write down this sum. This sum it is as an homework or like assignment I can say. Write down the question. Again it is same. Just here I'd replace the word median by Q1. Q1 is 20.75 and number of shops 50 shops. So here we have the value of n. Q1 is 20.75. So as for this question Q1 is given, so of course we'll apply the formula of Q1. So what is the value of Q1? L plus n upon 4 minus CF into H upon F. As clearly we can see that the Q1 value is 20.75. So 20.75, we know that it lies where 20.75 it lies in this class. So this will be what? L. So this will be what? Frequency. In the cross you will get CF. So please try this sum by yourself. Okay, and the remaining part we'll see in the next lecture. Till then, goodbye.